Several times a year, Foodservice Network organises network meetings in the Netherlands, Belgium, Dubai and Germany. Once a year, it also organises a European conference for the food service industry, this year in Keulen. Some 120 top players in the food industry from all over Europe attend the conference, the theme of which is focused on courage. In other words, how much guts does it take in times of crisis to survive and to innovate? An inspiring theme for sure, but what do the conference visitors think of this theme and what do they expect from the conference?
New ideas and see how others react on the crisis.
You have to have courage. You have to go out from your comfort zone. There is no comfort zone anymore, and that's why I think it's a nice theme.
I think it's a good theme. I think it will hopefully promote people to actually, get involved a lot more. So there's still opportunities for good propositions to be successful.
It's always a time for innovation, but I think this is especially the time for innovation. And when you have the courage and you take the time for that innovation and you do it now, you can make huge steps and probably leave a lot of other guys behind, and that's always interesting.
But it's about being a real entrepreneur, so being creative, able to change, and that takes courage.
For 1 day and a half, the guests have an opportunity not only to network, but also to explore the courage theme in depth, for which many guest speakers have been invited. CEOs of multinational food services, entrepreneurs and other top keynote speakers sharing their personal vision on the subject. Rohit Talwar is host, chairman and one of the speakers.
Different approaches. What's on your mind? What do you really want to get from the next day and a half? How do we anticipate, or what is it that people are doing to anticipate and respond to what's happening next? This is a fantastic time to go out and innovate, to drive growth.
Well, thank you very, very much for inviting me here today. I know nothing about the food industry.
Remarkably, some guest speakers have nothing to do with the food industry at all. They do, however, owe their success to guts and courage. Like Deirdre Bounds, who has always believed in her plan for alternative English language courses.
That belief.
Courage to believe, to me, means that not only do you have a belief, because everybody and anybody can have a belief, but it's the courage to act on it. And sadly, most people don't because they're afraid for whatever reason. You need to start the process to get to where you want to be, because otherwise it's just yet another idea of thousands in your mind.
The first part of the programme is filled with films, demonstrations and of course the stories of the various inspiring speakers, leaders of reputable food service companies as well as recently started businesses.
So basically in 2007,
sandwiches and other store bread products and more. Instead of the fact that the green range is not only important for my children,
Casper.
Naturally, the audience have ample opportunity to react or ask questions. Some highly interesting notions and ideas are discussed.
7 kilos lighter than a normal 20.
1,000 hits in the last 30 minutes regarding...
Let's listen to one of the speakers, Nicolas Bergerot. What is his view on courage, combined with another theme, surviving?
So not only we need to run our business with courage, but we need also to give pleasure to the people who are struggling in their lives. Whenever they eat at lunch, at breakfast, at lunch or at dinner, they need to find pleasure in our outlets. 3 times a day we've got the opportunity to bring a smile on people's face. Let's do it with courage and enthusiasm.
After a full day of information and ideas, it's time for inspiration. As always, the evening programme features a walking dinner through the city, including visits to several restaurants, bars and other hospitality business concepts. This time the participants in Keulen visit 4 dining places per group, including the concepts of some of the speakers, featuring, of course, a Bierstube, but also a fruit bar, a new concept introduced by Chiquita in several European cities over the past few years.
We're bringing fresh fruit to the people. Right? You want people. Everybody wants to eat 5 servings of fruit a day, but nobody can. We are looking for those prime top locations where we can approach the customer with an offer of fruit in liquid, cut, or whole fruit form.
The preparations for the second day are in full swing. Again, inspiring speakers will share their stories. Perhaps the most inspiring story on day number 2 is Peter Hinson's, a lecture on how companies should deal with modern technologies within their own IT organizations. There too, new opportunities lie waiting, also for the food industry.
We technologists love change. The problem is all the other people hate change. What it means is that we've seen enormous evolutions, and I found this in Intel's annual report. I'm going to show you 2 things which I really like. Food is one of those areas which really live out there. I mean, if you take a look at the internet, if you look at communities, if you look at blogs, food is something that really people put a lot of passion into. If you sense that the combination of technology and food works out there, I think you have to rethink that within companies and organizations as well.
The focal point is the service counter in the center of the room. It separates the self-service area.
Yeah, to sum it up, I think the whole success would have not been possible without support from every area.
Bionade is the first fermented soda.
Make sure that people smile when they spend their money.
And the product is the same as in Eureka's.
And 18.7 billion is spent in food service. So the share is okay. You see a lot of concepts starting up, very nice, very good. But how long do they take to go down?
This year, an extra dimension was added to the conference. 3 workshops could be attended on inspiration, innovation and guts. One workshop is organised by Chiquita
We want to share with you what I stated
about the changes that need to be made in this day and age, also for this brand. Themes like corporate social responsibility and new opportunities are discussed.
And today we are moving from a mono product, which is a banana, into multiple products, fresh convenience on the go in multiple channels, and that's a complete turnaround. Today I'm already actively looking for locations in the Netherlands, and most probably next year our first fruit bar in the Netherlands will open.
1 day and a half of inspiration, 1 day and a half of food for thought and the palate. How do these participants look back on the conference in Keulen?
These 2 days, with Dag yesterday and Hissen today especially, I have a new view on the future potential for the company.
I think that I saw a lot of courage the last days. I'm not sure if all the courage will be rewarded to the people, but I hope for them.
The winners of today are the guys who have courage. And that is also what I liked on this conference. Just put courage central and be focused on it.
We have to develop, we have to take some risk, and to take risk you need courage.
I go home inspired and re-energized.